close out.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Anna here.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And you're watching Building Blocks. Today is an amazing Friday. We are going to be covering Run of Show Part 2 for you all. And we're going to learn how to create animated scenes that you can have on your waiting screen, just like we had, and we were hands-free. Or you can use automated scenes to do other things for you, especially when you are hosting your own show and producing your own show.
Absolutely.
So last week, we went over how to create your run of show inside of Ecamm. We showed you how you can create a simple waiting screen as well as a simple scene and lower thirds.
Yep.
So today, we're going to take it to the next level by doing what we mentioned earlier. So for let's say hello to the fam and
What's
go
going
into
on?
it. Victor.
Yeah. Victor, what's going on? We have Mr. Moderator here. Thank you so much for being with us
Hello,
today,
Paul.
Mr. Paul Duncan.
We have Tatiana. Tatiana, hola, hello, happy Friday.
Hello, Tatiana.
Yes, and all of you who are not saying hello but are here with us, which we appreciate you so much. Spatia,
They're saying
hello.
Good to see you, Spatia.
Yeah, look at I like how those comments are almost going in the middle.
Almost.
Almost.
Gotta
And these
fix
are the
it.
things, yeah, these are the things that you can do on the fly, right?
Boom.
Because you have, we're using the same lower thirds that we used last Friday, but then, you know, the comments are different now. So we can put them up on the top, on the corner.
Right.
We can move them wherever.
And I'm flying from the bottom now.
Yeah,
Boom.
look at that. Right, Rich, hello, Rich.
And Gretchen, hello. Good to see you
Gretchen,
here.
hello, hello. Okay, so Tatiana has a question, a comment for us. Let's see, let's start with Tatiana.
Gotta share this. This content has become super relevant and real for me in the past couple of days. Scheduled my very first live stream this coming Tuesday, kicking the planning process into high gear.
Congratulations, Tatiana. This is awesome. This is awesome. So great to hear. So great to hear. So today we are going to take it to the next level. And show you how you can, with automated scenes, you can create even more dynamic run of shows and productions by yourself.
As well as best practices for a run of show when you're featuring multiple guests.
Yes. Okay. So let's start with what are automated scenes, right? So automated scenes are an amazing feature inside of Ecamm, and you can get a folder. And inside of that folder, you can select and add the scenes that you would like to automatically happen for you. So we're going to go into live demo mode and show them how to create it.
Right, so we are in live demo mode now. And as we showed you earlier during our waiting screen, we currently have an automated scene here. And you can find automated scenes, automated group by zooming in here. If you go down here, you'll see new automatic group. And that will create a folder where you can create a series of scenes that you can cycle through.
Yeah. And for you to easily differentiate between a regular folder and an automated folder, the automated folder has a little timer in there, which indicates that it's automated.
Exactly. So we're going to create a new one because we don't have one for our run of show 2. And the one that we created last week, we have a little bit of touches to it. We put it more on brand because last week was Veterans Day. So now we building blocks it up a little bit. So we're going to go through what we currently have. We currently have a standard countdown, a main scene, our comment scene, screen share, and a closeout. Right? So we're going to create an automated scene for automated group for a countdown, or we can use it for something else.
We can create it for the countdown because that's what we're using it now. But if you have you can apply the same concept for anything else in your use case, right?
Yep.
For us, we use it with for waiting screens. So here we go.
Right? So we can actually take the current one that we have here. Let's throw that in there. We'll start off with that, and we'll build off on that.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So we then create another another scene, and we're gonna, now this is where usually I have it written down on paper, right? So I'm gonna say, okay, so here's what my waiting screen is gonna have. It's gonna have welcoming, welcome to the show, and the title is going to have some animation, some engagement, like the emoji keyboard or anything like that, if you will like that. So then after that, we're like, okay, so let's go to Canva, or let's go to Envato Elements, which is another app that we use, and let's find those assets to use for our waiting screen.
Yeah.
So today I went to Canva and I found the ones that we use for our waiting scene, so our waiting screen. So now we can show them how you just go to Canva and how we go about doing that.
Right. Which Canva account do we have open on this?
Yours. Because if you guys haven't noticed, we are in Fuljens setup, so I'm a little bit like out of my element, but this is good.
You're
It's
not
just,
out
it's
of your
just
element.
I mean, because it's your thing. It's just your setup.
Let's set up all right. And let's head on over to Canva. Let's go here. All
Okay.
right.
So here's what we do. So I went to elements. Okay, I'm gonna go to elements. And then I typed in here emoji background, as you can see right here, right? So it's typed emoji background, and here everything that it has, right? It gave us this. We used this one before. You can use something like this. It's up to you. You can use whatever you will like that makes sense for your show and what you want to do. And we had one, for example, like this. So let's bring this one. And so for this one, it will be, okay, really fun, but I don't want the background. So this is with a pro Canva account that you will be able to do this to get the transparency. So we're going to download it, and I'm going to download it as a PNG, and then I'm going to choose transparent, and then I'm going to download it. Right? And then now let's go to your folder, Fuljens. Where is that? Let's go to your download folder.
Oh, I'm not showing all that. my messy download folder live.
This is what I'm saying. I'm out of my element. Fuljens,
Right.
Fuljens thinks I'm
we
cleaning
gonna-
up.
Yeah.
All right, so we are renaming the file to laughing emoji. Okay.
And we'll drag and drop it onto a much cleaner desktop.
Okay. Wait, so this one didn't download transparent.
Because of the red background, I believe.
It should have done it anyway. All right, you guys, let's try this again. These are the things that you will encounter. So this is okay. So let's go here. Let's see what happens. So we're gonna go into download again. And then I'm going to choose PNG, and then I'm gonna choose transparent background and see what happens. Because it should have done it. It did it last time for me. Let's see. No. Interesting. All right, so this one doesn't do it. But you get the idea. So we are going to just get this one, and we're gonna drop it. Yeah, we're gonna drop it into our waiting, our.
We can still use that. So let's create a new scene here. Bring that up here. And we're gonna drag and drop the laughing emoji. Made our source camera. And then we could probably just lower the opacity on that, right?
Yeah, but I wanted it to be, yeah, the thing is, like, if I remove the background arrow, that's the background. It came with it,
Yeah.
so it won't do it. But we're gonna label this scene laughing emoji. So let me show you what I meant and what I wanted to do, and I guess we have to figure out why that didn't happen. But on our current waiting screen that we had, I did. So that's what we were trying to do. But for this one, I guess that's the way it's gonna work. Okay, so go ahead, Fuljens. Let's go back to the laughing.
Yeah, so now we have two in here. Let's go back to our run of show 2. and we have 2 in here now. So now what we have, we want to cycle these. We have the gear icon right here where we can pick and choose what we want to do. Every 10 seconds, I mean, how many seconds do we have the current one set to? 3?
Somebody said that we're muted. Are we muted right now? No. Okay.
Oh, okay. We're muted
on the emoji.
in the emoji
Yeah,
screen.
the
So what
emoji,
we're saying
okay.
in the on the emoji scene was that you created that in Canva,
Yeah,
right? But this one is not playing
Yeah,
well.
this one is not playing.
Okay.
It's not hanging around.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what Fuljens was saying is that the cool thing about automated scenes is that you can time them, right? You can have, however, and this is where, for example, if you have a specific segment that you want to have, okay, this is going to be 60 seconds, this is going to be whatever time interval you want it to be, you can set it here. And then it will change for you. So you don't have to do anything.
So we'll do 3 seconds. We have these 2. We'll cycle these. Hold on. We'll stop right there because you're hearing the music because the music is assigned to this scene here. So we're going to actually remove that.
But why?
Right. So it could. Right, we'll get into that. Right. So
that's true.
So when you're playing around with these automated scenes, maybe it's best not to have music playing if you're cycling through them. Right. It's best to have that playing standalone.
And
right?
we will show you. We will show you that. It's,
Yep.
it's really not difficult at all.
Yeah.
It's just following
You know
different
what?
things.
Actually, we're going to build some blocks here. We're going to come back here like this. And then we're going to come over. There we go. I think that'll be much better. Yes.
All right. So that's that. And then you do it that for different scenes. So let's get another cool thing that I like to do for automated scenes and things like that. For example, if you have something to show or give your viewers a little glimpse of what's going to happen, right? You can actually record that and then add it to your automated scenes and it will play like that, right? So as a recording thing. So this is what I do. So let's say we were talking about, let's go to Ecamm's website. Okay, so we are in Ecamm website right now. So we are we have to be on live demo mode on here. Yeah, perfect. And so I'm gonna do Shift Command 5. What this allows us to do is record whatever part of the screen we want to showcase, right? So I just want to have Ecamm. I just want to have this, I guess, the screen overlay. And then we are going to, where is the, oh my gosh, Fuljens, where's your,
It's on the MacBook right there.
Where is it?
Right
okay, here we go. Okay, so we can see, you cannot see it right now. It doesn't drag over. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, it does. Okay.
Oh, no, it stopped there.
Yeah.
There's a little control at the bottom where you have options and you could record.
Yeah. So there's a little screen that will ask record for you to start and stop. So I am going to click on record right now.
It's the last button.
I'm going to record. And then now it's recording what I'm doing. And it's actually recording it on this screen, on the Ecamm Live. So we need to manipulate it right there. So go and click on, for example, blog or support or something. Yeah. And then, right. And then continue scroll down, all of this. And then say, click on one of the shows. So just like, yeah, click on one of the shows. And then that's that, right? So then now I'm going to click on stop. Clicking on stop right now.
We're trying to find stop on here.
Yeah, this is why it's like I'm Fuljens
How about you just press Shift Command 5 again?
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna click on
stop
recording. Okay, stop recording. All right, so then now we're gonna go and find it. Usually saves it to the desktop. So let's find it on the desktop. And there it is down here.
Yeah, we're just waiting for it to finish doing this.
You can
thing.
double click it. Yes, it's right there. So now what we're gonna do is create a new scene on our waiting. We're gonna create a new scene on our automatic. So we're gonna name this waiting. Okay. And then we are going to create another scene. And this is going to be video. Okay. Now we're going to drop it in here.
Just dragging and dropping.
There it is. Okay. So then we just.
We're muted here.
Okay, so we just recorded, and this is what it is. So now it's on our waiting screen. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna play the waiting screen, okay? We're just gonna play, and we're gonna get out of live demo mode so you can appreciate this better. And here we go. And actually we have it at what? 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Perfect. Okay, so here we go. No hands. Let's see. Right? And it will cycle for you like that. It is that you want this one is not going all the way down the way we planned it, the way we recorded it, because we have it at 3 seconds.
Right.
But do we have it, if we had it like at 10 seconds, it will show the whole thing. And that will go. So you can show videos real quick about whatever it is that you are going to cover that. So that's another way of making your run of show really nice and entertaining and engaging for your audience. Okay, so now that we cover that, any questions before we move on?
Yeah, so Gretchen, so we're going to show the controls. They want to move over to the next screen, but it's Shift Command 5.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Like it would be great if the commands will show, but you do Shift Command 5. Then a screen will pop up, like a marching ant screen, and then you will adjust to the screen that you want to record. So because that will record that. Let's say if you just like make it like a phone, it will record that specific part of your video. So it's very precise and it's really, really cool. And it takes, like you saw, no time, you know, if you are on a screen, not 3 of them. So yeah. And then after, when you're done, you're gonna, again, do Shift Command 5 so the controls come back for you. And then you click on Stop, Capture, Stop Recording, and then it will save it to your desktop.
Yes.
And then from there, you can do it whatever, like a regular video, right? So yeah, it's a really, really easy, really cool thing, and it looks really nice.
Right. So we're good with those 3 scenes for that automated group. And this is a perfect segue. Gretchen says, when I did my automatic group, it was great to be able to set time for each artist's work, have their names fly in, and I played music too. Added music at folder level, I think. Yes. Which brings us to our next part here. So if you have a run of show, and if you have an automatic group, and you want to cycle through these different scenes, it's best to have the music standalone from your sound effects panel. And let's go back into demo mode. From the sound effects panel, Anna's clicking on the live demo mode on the Stream Deck. I have the foot pedal. I'm just like, blow. Right on the foot pedal.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Right. So you have the sound effects standalone here, or you could play it from like the Rodecaster or whatever you do. We're going to have the music scene cycling. And we'll put some tunes in there. Unmute. Not today, mute. Not today, mute. And then anything you want to take precedence, make sure it shows in all scenes.
And say, for example, you already have your time interval assigned to one, right? So for example, I want to stop at the video. So right now I'm just going to click on the video. So the reason why we were muted is because this is our waiting screen, so we were muted there. Okay, so now you can see how this video just plays because you selected the scene itself, right? So when you select the scene itself, you stop the automation. You just stop it, right? So here you can see how the video just continues to play, where you just have to do loop video here. I'm gonna play it again, right? And it's gonna show throughout the entire thing, the entire video, until you again select the waiting screen to the automated folder again to play, right? So you can see it's still playing, it's playing. Now you're gonna go to the waiting screen, and then it will stop that, and it will come back again to play the folders. So that is how you can get it working really, really well.
Right.
And get it dynamic. Sorry, you guys, the reason why it was kept muting because our waiting scenes, we keep it muted.
Yeah.
So whenever we go back there, it's muted, but I think we are muted, all of them.
We're good now.
Yeah.
We're good now. No more muting.
No more muting.
Right.
But
And,
look at my hoodie though.
yeah. There you go. So we're good. We're good.
Some
We're good.
foreshadow.
It's on brand. Another way you can use the automated scenes is to control your text, right? So if we want to swap out co-host extraordinaire with something else, or you want to swap out the names with topics, you can use your automated scenes for that as well. Other people use it for, switching cameras and whatnot, but in terms of graphics, it's a great way to use that. If you have lower thirds and you want to cycle through lower thirds and cycling through graphics and scenes and stuff like that, like how we showed you in the countdown.
Yeah. So for now, we're showing you how to use it for waiting screens. So just here to review real quick before we move on, is when you have automated scenes, the music folder, you actually have it separate. You were gonna click play from the folder itself. You're not gonna drag that folder to your automated scenes, and the reason for that is that it's controlled per scene. So whenever you go back to that scene, then the song will start over again if you do it that way. So the way to do it is you have your countdown, right? Before you click go live, you're gonna start your music, right? You're gonna start your countdown, and then you're gonna click live, right? And then that's gonna get your show flow going.
Right.
Then when it's over, you are going to stop the clock and stop the folder. So you have to plan out for that and have something there, perhaps just a stable thumbnail or something like that, that will give you that little time to turn the music off and to stop the clock.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the clock needs to be on show in all scenes, right? So that it can continue and show in all scenes.
Right. So something that we have pretty standard here, if you check over here, let's go back to live demo mode. Right. So if we go to our overlays panel here, we usually have a 2-minute countdown right here. Right. So it's always showing in all scenes. This way, no matter what scene we're in, we'll have that countdown handy. And we have it set to where once the timer ends, that it should not go to the next scene when finished. You want to control it manually if you're going to be using the automated scenes with timers. Same thing like with like the music, right?
That is right. And then you can even with going back into, for example, having a run of show and moving on, but still keeping up with the things that you could do with automated scenes, you can actually create an intro and an outro with the Shift Command 5 that we showed you. You just have to organize your scenes, what it is that you're going to do, because you could actually record it with Ecamm.
Right.
And bring it there. Yes. Okay, so do we have any questions regarding that? Well, we just covered automated folders.
Gretchen is all set. Shift Command 5. Tattooed and they need it on the back of my hand.
It's such a neat little feature, and it's so great to use. So great to use.
Tatiana says, also I see today we have straight hair Anna and not hat Fuljens. Love all the different looks. Absolutely.
You know, it's like it's a run-up show. We have to keep it different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, listen, you guys, we have a whole story at the end of the show for you. Okay, so let's go back to last week. We talked about call to action and call to comments. And so those things you can also have in a specific scenes. So you have a comment scene, which we created last Friday. And in there, you can have an overlay that is going to pop up for you when you go there, or have it there in your overlays panel so that you know that when you are going to go to the comment scene, you will be reminded to do the call to comments, right? The call for comments will be right there for you. So last week we had a themed for Veterans
For
Day.
Veterans Day, right? Just doing some quick editing on the fly here.
Yeah, you should go into live demo mode, Mr. Fuljens, and show how we do this situation. Yeah,
And so
we could have a turkey now because here in the United States, for those of you who are here and celebrate Thanksgiving, we're there.
pulling up the emoji keyboard. Let's look up turkey.
Yeah, and we can get extra fun and just like if like search for the turkey noise and just add it to the.
Yeah, we can do all that. I'll leave that up to you.
No, just ideas of things you can do. If you guys want us to show you that, we can. But these are the things that you could do, because the point is to have your run of show exactly the same way that you're gonna have your content and the way you're going to deliver your content. So however it is, and say you're gonna celebrate Veterans Day, you're gonna celebrate Thanksgiving, or it's the summer, whatever the topic is, it could be whatever it is. You can have the call to action, the call for comments. They are branded to that specific theme that you are, streaming about. So that makes it really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Sam.
Hello, Sam. Jumped over from LinkedIn. Hello. Oh, nice. Good to see you here.
Good to see you.
Welcome
okay.
to the YouTube side.
Oh, Spacha, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Spacha.
So here you have it, right? So that's a call for comments. You can say, okay, what do you think about automated scenes? So that could be something that we write here, call for comments. So we go right in there. We will know that once we hit this comment scene, we have specific call for comments in here. And you can have multiple call for comments. You can have this one, and then if you cover in another topic, when you come back here, you will just switch the overlay that you have there. You will have everything selected for you, making it easier, making it like organized for you, and just working for you. Like
right.
Scenes and overlays want to work for you if you organize it well. So yeah, there you go. Mr. Fuljens, this is awesome. Yeah. Let's get out of live demo mode and see how this looks. Like really.
And this is also where the automated scenes, they work really well when you have layouts like this and you want to cycle these call to actions, right? Let us know your thoughts on automated scenes. And then something else will come in and, subscribe and make sure you hit the thumbs up or something like that. And you just rotate those. It doesn't have to be 3 seconds. Now, this one could be every few minutes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then again, you can have your call for comment anywhere in the screen. So for example, right here, we have it this way. Is this locked?
No.
No, okay. So we can move it, say, up here. And then if you want to get fancy, let's see what this happens. Fuljens, it's like, don't do it, but I want to. So if you want to change it and make it look like really cute and different, you just do it like that, right? So the only thing I did was just drag it, right? So it was like this before. It was like this before. This is what Fuljens goes like. Don't move it. Don't do things.
Yeah, probably not gonna scale
it was
back.
like this before. So I just moved it up here, and so that it can look a little bit better,
you scrunched it.
And then look at how cool that looks now. And let me see, Fuljens. You see, you guys, like this is as simple as it gets. So it's like a show, and especially if you are by yourself. So Fuljens, I'm gonna step out because I'm closer to stepping out. And then you can be in there just like you.
Yeah, no, this is good for me. like hovering like right above your head. Come back.
I thought you were gonna say like, let us know your thoughts about automated scenes. So this is how you can make your call for comment, call to actions really nice and dynamic for you and make it work for you once you are there in the specific scenes. And then that goes out.
Right.
You want to duplicate it because you have multiple call for comments. You just have to hold the Option key and then drag it, right? Option and drag. Then you have another call for comments. So it could be, so what is your menu for Thanksgiving? Or do you celebrate Thanksgiving or something like that? Bye, Tatiana. Thanks for being
Bye, Tati.
here. Oh, listen to you. Bye, Tati.
That's what they usually call the Tatiana.
Yeah. There you go. So that's another one. So we're gonna hide one of them, and then we just continue, and then that way we recall it when we need it, and it will be in your overlays panel. And you could actually take it even farther and organizing in your overlays panel where you will have it the way you are going to use it, right? So if you're gonna first, good job, Fuljens. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be a call for comment. Yeah, and then you will have it the way you will recall it. I'll be like, okay,
Yep.
and okay, in a folder.
So now, let's turn these on real quick. We have this up here like so. We have the Turkey Day menu up here like so. Okay, that looks fine. And then we're gonna hide this one. And you can do Shift, Control, Left.
And we could actually, if it comes from the left, it'll probably look more pleasing than just
That's right.
traveling all the way from.
Since you want it up here now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks good both ways, but I mean,
flying
like,
from the left.
I'm trying to even out my height.
Flying from the left, and let's have this one flying from the left. Right, so now you can manually control them in one scene. Shift, Control, Left. Boom.
And look at how nice and smooth that looks because they're on top of each other, right? And then if you don't want to use the keyboard, if you don't want to use it, just either
add it to the Stream Deck.
Yeah, add it to your Stream Deck, have hotkeys, or just click on the overlay itself, like visual toggle the visual on and off.
Yes.
Yes.
And we also have a Stream Deck profile available at our Buy Me a Coffee, where you have those show next overlay, show previous overlay, those keys are there, and a plethora of other keys for your building blocks workflow.
But yeah, that's a great thing. Gretchen, we could have a bubble, like a comment bubble.
That's actually what it reminds me of now. Look, it reminds me of a comment bubble. That's actually a good point.
That is a great thing. That's there. That's in your emoji keyboard. You have it. You can use it. If it's not, for example, in your emoji keyboard where the bubble is gonna come the right way, you can go ahead and download it from your favorite graphic app.
Yes.
Right. So that is,
Wait, hold on. What's on my menu? Whatever the family sends me.
Listen, I get you. I understand. Victor. So, okay, so now you have that, right? We have already created a waiting screen. We created last Friday a waiting screen. That's just one scene, right? Where you have the transparent background and your countdown and your text right on one scene. Then today we created another one where waiting screen where it's an automated folder, and then what happens is that you add all the scenes that you would like to show on your waiting screen, and you add them into this folder. You can have videos, you can have static images, and you can also have transparent images. It's the same thing that having it on regular scenes, right? Yeah. So we also covered creating your scenes, individual scenes, and then creating simple.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
It's fine.
We should be back.
It's
I think
fine.
we should be back.
Yeah.
We should be back. Let's wait.
Yeah. Textual maker. We're good.
All right. We're
good.
back. All right. We're back.
Yeah. It's recording. It says it's recording.
Yeah, we're back. No, we're back. We're back.
Right, but why is it recording? I mean, fine.
Whichever,
whatever.
we're
Right?
back.
Whatever. We're good.
Listen,
we're good. Okay.
guys, we got a story for you at the end of this.
At the end of the show, we got stories.
we got a story for you.
Okay.
I was saying hello, David Hunt. You know it's your fault.
No, it was Tech Troublemaker. It was Tech Troublemaker. It was right when you got in
It's
here.
your fault, Roy. It's your fault.
Yeah, Shane Gretchen said, you're back. Listen, stay tuned for the end of the show. We have some stories for you. Okay, so let's continue. We're going to be creating scenes for if you have guests. Okay, so this will be your solo scene. And say Fuljens was here by himself, because we created the lower thirds in folders and things like that, right? If Fuljens was just here by himself, he can turn the lower third off of me.
Right, and it's so easy to do because it's in the folder. So now it's a solo show.
And you can move your lower third to the middle or to the other side,
Right.
wherever you wanted to now. In the
Right, because everything is linked together. But, of course, we'll make some adjustments because everything's aligned to the right. So it makes sense to have it over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is how easy and why is the benefit of you organizing your scenes and naming your overlays and things like that. So now we're going to create a scene for your guest. You have a guest coming over. We're going to create a scene. We want to make everything looking cohesive and branded. So we're going to use exactly the same lower thirds that we have here for the main scene for your guests. So Fuljens, take it away.
Easiest way to do it. So this is your main. We're going to duplicate this. And this is going to be guest. Guest solo. Right? Make sure you label them properly. So we usually do guest solo or the name of your guest solo, right? So we have main, we have guest solo. And we're going to, let's hide mine. And we take this model here. And we change on a heel to
Tatiana Rodriguez.
and we got to unlink this.
I love it how big it came out.
Right. Boom. Can make the underline a little bit bigger too. Boom. Guest extraordinaire. Boom.
There it is. And there we go. So, Fuljens, you are Tatiana Rodriguez.
Oh, you unplugged?
No.
Okay. Yes. So now I am Tatiana. Wait, you got to roll the tongue.
Rodriguez.
Do a voiceover for me.
No, okay. Well, I will have to mimic your lips. But anyway, that's that. That is just as simple as it goes, everyone, because you already created the main lower third. So after that, the only thing you have to do is copy it. That's it.
Right.
Copy the thing and then just change the name. So now you can, as you can see on the top right, we have the logo building blocks, right? So it's branded there. Because we copy the scene, everything comes in. And even if, say, we created a new scene, if our logo isn't showing all scenes, it will show in all scenes. So you will have that taken care of. Okay. Here we go. So that's that. So that's
you and
that's
Tatiana have a show called Tatiana.
Oh boy. I see. So okay. So now this is the Tatiana scene. Now we're going to create host plus guest,
Yes.
right? So let's go for that.
Host plus guest. And for that, we will use the comments because we want to keep this background and everything. We don't need the call for comments. You could keep that. And let's copy and paste the comments. Boom. And we're going to name this host plus guest. There's other ways. Usually people do like 1 up, 2 up, but we like to spell it all out. Host plus guest. Make it clear. Guest solo, host plus guest.
Yeah, and sometimes we even call it interview because we know in the interview it would be the host plus the guest.
Exactly. And we don't need our camera here. Thank you, Gretchen. If you look in this corner here, this is an emoji. that thanks to the new Ecamm Live beta, you can place your emojis and stuff like that. You have more flexibility. And we're gonna bring up a camera overlay.
That's funny, Paul.
We have two here. You know what's so cool? If you step a little bit more to the boom, like that. No, come back in. All right, let's do this. We're going to custom crop here. We're gonna hold down Option. And then we're going to hold on Option. And let's use the new awesome snap features in Ecamm to make sure everything's well aligned.
So we should have camera effects and bring me up or something. I don't know, because like, say this was because this is part of what you do with your guests when they come in, right? Make sure that they look good in camera. And so this I wouldn't have my guests looking like this at all. So like this is something that we could.
So how about this? If you know this, okay. Let's say you wanted to just try this live. Since the cameras are split, it's still under Camlink 4K. So if I zoom in,
you're gonna zoom yourself too.
But check out this, right? Because we would make sure that the guest is well cropped in there on all your scenes.
Right. And another thing that we could do also is say, because we are on one camera, like Fuljens said, so we can. But you could adjust that what we just did with your guests, because they come in their own camera. You can manipulate it and it won't affect the main camera. But we could crop the overlay right to your guests and then make the other one like that.
Right. So for here, scenes is in the way. Let's move it over. We would select for shape, custom. And actually,
and then
okay. I see what it is. So we're gonna custom this like this, and then let me see if we do Option. And then go like this. There you go.
I'm looking good now. You see, and then you're gonna have to get. Well, you're still like whitened, so but at least it looks a little bit better than before. You can actually like even get me out a little bit. But these are the tricks that you could do, right? These are the tricks that you can do inside of Ecamm, because you can crop your camera.
Yeah, right. So host plus guest. So let's say you had another guest coming in. You would do, hold on. Let's Command Z that. We don't need that. Listen, this beach ball thing. I don't want to see beach ball anymore. All right, let's duplicate this. And we're going to do host plus 2 guests. Host plus 2 guests. And of course, if you're naming your guests, even better, right? So it'll be, this is where you can get a little fancy.
It can be Paul. I mean, you can crop me out of your scene.
Right? Something like this, right? Let's just we have a placeholder. But now, so a nice tip would be like, let's say you are off camera and you having your 2 guests interact with each other. Then this is where it's useful if you have them named as the actual guests. So let's say it was Anna and Tatiana. Then this one will be Anna and Tatiana. And I would be off camera. So I would be off camera, delete.
Or hide.
Yeah, or hide, whichever.
So when you need it later, you don't have to like do it again.
And then it will be
a Gemini thing.
Right, so this is the Gemini scene here, right? So here we go. You have your main. And we like to bring on our guest, Tatiana Rodriguez. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, I am Tatiana. How do you like my haircut? Right? And then we're going to interview Tatiana together. Boom. Right? And then we want to bring in myself now. So there we go. We're here. And then we want Anna and Tatiana to interact with each other by themselves. So you switch to this scene here, right? So, and the more the merrier, because you've done it. We've both done shows where we bring in multiple guests.
Yeah.
Right. It could be 3, it could be 4, and we're not necessarily on camera. We have the guests interacting with each other based on the run
Which
of
is
show.
great, yeah, which is great. So that's the thing. So just like Fuljens mentioned, bring yourself back in, please. Just like Fuljens mentioned, in your run of show, you can have, okay, so now remember that the guests are going to interact with themselves. So you just have to actually train yourself to look at your scenes, to look at the scenes you have created, to look at your run of show that you have created, so that you can then remember all of the things, right?
Yeah.
All, not only on your scenes panel, but also on the overlays panel on each of those scenes, because you have prepared yourself, you have prepared your show with everything that it needs to be great, right? And sometimes even then you will forget something. You'll be like, oh my gosh, not a big deal. Next time, you just make sure you make a habit to looking at your scenes and you looking at your overlays on each scene.
Yeah.
And then you will just get so good at it. It's just about practicing it.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Just gonna go back through some of the comments here. Tech troublemaker. It is so much easier to accept blame than to wait for the folks pointing the fingers, looking to blame someone. Speeds up the process.
It's so good now, but it was literally when you showed up.
And Paul, I don't know if this was intended to be a pun, but I love it. Brent, hello. Yes, we are live.
Brent.
Good to see you, brother.
Hi, yeah, good to see you here.
Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Building Blocks.
Johnny,
hello. Good to see you here. Great refresher, says Sam. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. And I believe we had a question, a Q: space from Gretchen. Gretchen says, can you copy and paste a folder into another profile? Oh yeah, let's go to our comments. That's right. Let's go to our comment scene.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Duh.
Brother. It's okay. I got you. That's why co-hosting, co-hosting will help out.
Can you copy and paste a folder into another profile like you can individual scenes? Can you demo or walk through the steps? We can walk through the steps because we can't demo it while live,
yeah.
Gretchen. But yes, you absolutely can copy and paste a folder to another profile, right? So if we go into live demo mode and we have this entire folder run of show 2, we select it, Command C, and then you would go to your next profile and Command V, and everything in that scene will transfer over in terms of your scenes, of course, your overlays, your graphics like your PNGs, and sometimes the sound will transfer over as well.
Sometimes sometimes the sounds.
It depends, yeah. What will not transfer over are your sound levels. For example, we have the Rodecaster set to 80, movie is set to 33, and so on and so forth. That will not transfer over. All just overlays and sound effects into music.
Yeah. So and then you can also export your profiles. You can also export your scenes only, right? Because the profile will copy everything, like Fulgen said, but scenes will only export those scenes that are in that specific folder. So you can do that as well. And the only thing about the profile that sometimes when we do it is because I will have to readjust again because it was an exported profile, and it usually goes all the way to default, which you will have to then add extra things to it to make it custom again like you had it before.
Right. DJ Right on Beat, what's going on?
Hey.
Good to see you here. Does that work for automated folders also? Sometimes when I try to bring the a folder with scenes, with an automated scene and transfer it, copy and paste it to another profile, sometimes I have to recreate the automated group.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. We could try it again.
Yeah, because for me, when I copy the folder and it copies, it copies, but then again, it's like different ways, I guess. It all depends on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you can do that as well. And the thing is, if sometimes it feels like, okay, it's not working or whatever, export the scenes folder, and export it, actually not copy it, export it, and then bring it back.
Yeah.
right? Does that, have you tried it like that, and does it work the same for you?
Sometimes, yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
So
But,
there are different ways.
yeah, but Gretchen, I'll definitely check that out again once we're offline. Yes, Paul. Fulgence and I have tested the everything theory. Yes. I inadvertently sent Paul. I was trying to send him it was actually something like this. It was well, it's not this one, but let's see. It was something like this for the interview mode challenge, and it was just supposed to be the scenes here, and I thought it was just that. And it was a profile. This way, I was like, you know what? Let me send Paul the profile with all the scenes and the graphics and everything like that, because profiles that just came out. This thing sent like
Everything.
all my music and everything, and it to the point where the beach ball, I don't know, the size of this beach ball will probably like create will become a comet. The size of the beach ball is like a heavy comet that will come down crashing the earth and destroy the entire earth. That's how big the beach ball was, and we had to get Ken and Glenn involved. It was a whole process.
Yeah.
Process.
So to that, to that point, just make sure that when you want to export specific scenes, and you don't need the entire profile, meaning music, the pictures, the sound levels, all of that stuff, just export your scenes and not the profile. Okay.
Yeah.
But now to close it, what do you think if we add, for example, we created a video for those of you who are just tuning in. We use Apple's native record feature to record a video. So we are going to use that video, and just, for example, if you wanted to react to the video or referred to the video on your run-up show because you want to cover a specific thing, you can actually drop it and talk about it while on scene. So I'm going to step out, and you bring the movie in, and then you talk about, this is Ecamm Live, and this is where you go to the, whatever it is, right? You do your thing.
Wait. The one that we just recorded?
Yes. Yep. So it should be on the... Yeah.
All right, so let's go into the mode and let's create a new scene here. And this is going to be just, oh my gosh, this beach ball is getting on my nerve.
It's a new circle.
Source, camera. All right. And this, and actually, no, the source is not going to be a camera. We're going to go back to blank because we're just going to take the video and drag and drop that in here. And as Anna was mentioning, so we have the video here, right? What we're going to do is we can take this camera. We don't Anna's referring to the old school way of doing this. Let me go back. So this is like the old school OG way of
still
doing
works.
a screen share or bringing the video and using this camera overlay here. This camera overlay is, you can't really do anything with it. You can't change the shape of it. This is like the old school OG Ecamm camera overlay.
Well, you can
here.
flip it. You can flip it here.
It's actually up here. I actually lost it. Where is it? Yeah, we're muted. We're muted again on that scene.
On that one,
Right.
But this is what I'm trying to see. Where
to.
is So where is? You could do this. You could do this like Fuljens showed, right? And then manipulate it this way if you wanted to, right? So it will be you by yourself, and then you talk about whatever. But also,
we also lost the video as well too. It went to screen share.
But also, this is what I was trying to do. So
showing
let's see
all the tabs and all that good stuff. Let's
Yeah.
go back here.
Yeah. So here's what I was trying to do. So let me see if I can do it out live and just put myself on blast. Okay. So this scene right here, we're just gonna delete it. We're gonna create a new scene. And then we're gonna name this movie plus host. Okay. And then now this is a blank scene. So now where's the video?
On the desktop right there.
Okay. So let me see something. So actually, I'm going to do this. I'm just trying this live with you guys.
Noel, hello.
See what's up. See if this is what's up. Okay, let me see something. Ah. Oh. Okay. Wait a second. I'm going to source blank. Okay, camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to overlays, new animated overlay, and then I'm going to bring the video. Add animated overlay.
You could have told me
and
that.
then, well, I told you what I wanted to do, son. So, okay. And then now.
I'm like, shrink video. I'm like, you can't shrink the video and all that stuff.
Homeboy,
Like,
I told you what I wanted to do. Let's not
you
even go there.
said-
Let's not even go there. I said I want to do this. Okay. So anyway, so here's what you can do, right? So you can now size it. You can have it on your panel, and you can say, hey, this is what you're gonna do. Now you take it over. Now you do your thing.
I don't know why you step out. You could still be here.
No, because it's gonna cover me, and then that way they can
Right.
appreciate it better.
Yeah, but this is the animated overlay. As Anna was mentioning, the only thing with this is that you could play it and everything like that. But if you wanted the sound, you have to bring in another type of file.
Right. But at least that you have it there, and it could be something that you are going to talk about. You're not going to need audio in here because you are the audio on here. You can be narrating whatever you want, but it will be video for you, right? So you can be doing that. However, if you would like to have sound and then also be able to talk about it, so have audio and the sound from the movie, you will have to convert it to a WebM. And then Fuljens, that will be the last thing that we're going to do.
Yeah, and we tried two things for WebM, right? So Doc and Paul, thank you so much, Paul. We recommend Cloud Convert, right? WebM to MOV to WebM converter. So we normally use this, right? And it's really simple. When you drag and drop your movie file here, let me see if I X this out. Right, David? Told you, son. You go here, you could just do like a check, no change and all that stuff. Like usually we don't touch any of that stuff, and it saves as a WebM file. There was edit.video that was recommended also. We tried saving the WebM file there. However, the WebM file is showing up just blank. You just hear the audio, but you don't see the video. So
It must have been a
I
glitch.
don't know if it's like a beta issue on their end, but we'll play around with some more. But we do have a WebM that we can drag and drop here. Let's pause this music here.
And then we will go to the video scene, to the scene, so we don't mess this one up.
Sure. Let's go to, which one was it?
Host plus movie.
Host plus movie. Where is it?
Where is it?
Oh, movie plus host.
Movie plus host. Okay.
Okay, movie plus host.
Okay.
And this is a WebM file. We have, it's called AFENN countdown WebM. Actually, boom, right? AFENN countdown WebM. Could just drag and drop it into the scene. Put it all the way up here. This way Anna doesn't have to step out the way. And if you notice,
We got music, we're not muted. Okay, you guys, as you can see, there were the folders in my work. I have no clue where that top is. I've been looking for that top for a long time.
that's
Okay.
right. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. Okay, so wait a second. Because we're still. So this is how you can
Private
have
chat.
it. And this
Private
will look
chat.
better though if you were by yourself, like a one solo, right? So go back and just expand it and make it look really nice.
I actually like this size. This size is pretty good. It's good here.
And you can move it closer to you.
And then the WebM options, as you can see, well, no, you cannot see that. Autoplay, start from beginning, start from last location. The same as you would get for the animated overlay that we brought in earlier.
Yeah, there you go. This is how you can have all these great things inside of Ecamm, everyone. You can have your run of show. This is run of show part 2. In part 1, we showed you how you create the overlays. We can go back to, right? We showed you how you create these overlays, the simple overlay that look really great as well. How to brand your scenes, which we have it on the top right. We also showed you how to create your interview window, so it will be host plus guest and host plus 2 guests, or just the guests together if you have more than one guest. We also showed you how to create the waiting scene, whether it is with I'm blurry, whether it is with just static, with a transparent background, or using the automated scenes, which we showed you today, to make it even more dynamic. So now quickly we're going to create a closed scene, and then that would be it for today. If you have any questions, you can write in where we're doing the designing the closing scene. And if you're catching the replay and you have any questions, please feel free to write it in the comments. We do check it, and we will love to hear from you. So here we go, closing scene.
Right. This is the current one that we have here. Right.
So we can do.
You know what we can do? We can actually add on to this.
Elevate.
Gotta do some beta stuff here because we didn't get to do that live. Let's throw some emojis on here. Get the nerd one.
Get the turkey.
Hold on a second. Let's get here, and then we're gonna take this nerd emoji. You could hide up in the corner here. Throw down the transparency. And then let's bring the turkey on. Whoops, we're not in demo mode. All right. Let's find the turkey again.
And we can insert a gobble gobble sound. Look at that, turkey is meaty. But I don't like turkey, so I won't eat him, but he's mean. Actually, your mom makes a mean turkey. I will eat your mom's,
Yeah.
turkey that your mom cooks.
Some good turkey right
Yeah.
there.
But we should make the turkey look more prominent. He's so brown. No, you can have him back where you had him, but just not transparent like that. There you go, because he has some meat in him. Like he's a perfect turkey. Okay.
What else?
And then we have a question from Tech Troublemaker. And yes, you could do that. You can actually create you will do that with a video, right? To automatically end the stream. And now with a countdown.
That's true. Yeah, I can use a countdown timer to end the stream. I want to make sure I don't. Yeah, so the movie, once the movie is done,
we can show it with the.
Yeah. We have
with that movie that we just.
Yeah. Where were we? Movie plus guest. We actually have a movie for that. So let's just create a separate. Actually, we'll just take this one.
Yeah.
Right. And ENN countdown. Test. All right. So here. See, like it just muted us again. It just wants to go and just start muting. Not today. All right. So right here, Roy, is this arrow here. When the video ends, end broadcast. So that's how you do it, right? That's the only end broadcast aside from the
move that thing from there because you're like no, for real,
right?
You have your trackpad to just like and
So but we don't have that for the timer.
Yeah. But that's good. And then if you wanted to make it just like you're saying 12 seconds, just make your video 13 seconds and then it will end right after. So your outro could be 13 seconds, because when you click it, it will start at 12. And then you select end broadcast after video ends.
Yeah.
And then that's that. And then that's how you can end it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can create it. You can create the video inside of Ecamm, or you can create the video. You can record the video as we showed you earlier by clicking Shift Command 5 using Apple's own recording feature, and just record something. It could be whatever you want. But yeah, so that is
Currently, my outro is a loop. I will make it into a video that is 12 seconds long and set the setting and stream. Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Yes.
And then, as Victor mentioned, with the Stream Deck, we normally have one too where you have assign the finish key to your Stream Deck, and that'll end the broadcast there too. Yeah.
But yes, exactly, Tech Troublemaker. That's the
point.
thing. That's the thing. Like, we want to make sure, because we are hosting, for example, most of us are producing, directing, and hosting our show, doing all of it. So the more automation we have, the better it's going to be. So it's like having an assistant. I mean, like, okay, we set up automated scenes, we set up the movie, and then we know that after that happens, the show is gonna end.
Yeah.
You're gonna freeze for a little bit to really make sure it did end.
Yeah.
And then you know that it happened.
Right, because normally on ENN we have the video outro, and we for that run of show we set the outro to end broadcast.
Yeah.
When the video ends.
Yeah.
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 And then we do the same thing, because there was this one time.
Right. That it wasn't. And we were there like,
we're celebrating and laughing and having a good time. We're like,
and
wait
then
a minute.
Our amazing moderator goes, "Do you guys know you're still live?" We're like, yeah, okay, awesome. So yeah, that's another thing of like double checking your scene. But there you go. I mean, creating your run of show inside of Ecamm to mimic your run of show on paper or on your laptop, however you have it, is the best way to ensure that your live streams are gonna go, or your live streams, your webinars, your courses are gonna go as smoothly as possible for you.
Yeah.
So creating, organizing, designing, and automating things for you, creating little reminders for yourself. Like, we usually have stickies. Like, I love sticky notes, especially when there's something new. Remember to look at the overlays panel until it becomes a habit, because if you're not used to doing that, you will forget. That is going to happen, right? But you just set yourself reminders to set yourself up for success. So you write stickers, however it is, put something in your hand, whatever. So when you look at it, you're like, why is this here? Oh, the reason why is I need to check my overlays, right? Or I need to check my scenes. Things like that to help you out.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Comment from Gretchen. On pre-recorded show profile, I have the end scene set to auto end broadcast at the end of, yep. Yep, it's an awesome feature.
It's an amazing feature.
Very awesome feature.
Yeah, it helps big time.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that was great. Any other questions that you have before we click on that? Sally, please let us know so that we can answer them for you. And yeah, speaking of automation and things like that, Sally, we were on her show last night, and oh my gosh, the woman has everything like very nicely and automated as much as she can.
Yeah.
She's like the queen of automation.
It was so awesome being on your show, Sally, and we're so glad that it ran for as long as it possibly could until our little mishaps.
Yeah. It's like that leads to it, right? That's what happened, you guys. We have been on a crazy journey for the past month.
Since this entire weekend.
Yeah. But the whole month. But then this weekend it culminated with our basement got flooded. Like, there was so much water. It almost reminded me of being in DR. Like, I was like, our sump pump failed, so everything was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
So yesterday we were on Sally's stream and the circuit tripped, so it ended the broadcast.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's another way to end the broadcast.
Wait, real quick, very, very, very important. So, Gray Pill Podcast, welcome to Ecamm. Welcome.
Hi, welcome to Ecamm.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Definitely
We can go to screen share.
check. We have our link here in the description where you can go and download your 14-day free trial of Ecamm. And also you will be able to find the pricing there as well. Any questions, anything you need to know, like feel free to reach out to us and we will help you out along that journey. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes. So there it is. Amazing. Thank you for being here. And let us know what your podcast is going to be about. What is your show about?
Yeah.
That you want to now do a video podcast if you're
here.
not. So yeah, that was very, very interesting.
Yeah. So the sump pump, it was raining nonstop this past Saturday, right? Was it Saturday? It was raining all day. The sump pump failed. There was a circuit that was tripping, and this we had about like 2 to 4 inches of water.
Clean water though, clean water. Because everybody
Rain-
kept asking, is it clean? And I'm like, yes, it's clean. But I didn't know that there could also be some sewage backup. So that's why they kept asking that question.
Right. It was clean water, thankfully.
Yes.
You know, but carpet ruined and like the entire basement, the water heater went out and
Yeah.
all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as a result, we weren't able to stream ENN on Monday, right? Because there was just too much going on. We're
Yeah.
getting the water heater replaced and all that stuff,
Yeah, that was happening a
right?
moment. Yeah.
And then last night when we were on Sally's show, thankfully it went you know,
It went for
everything
an hour, but then-
went for an hour. But the studio, Anna Studio is on the same circuit. So, you know, the equipment was running, cameras, lights, and everything like that, and then just went out.
That was not cool. That was not
not
cool.
cool.
That was not
So
cool at
we
all.
can't keep
Yeah.
risking that.
Yeah. So we came up here
Yeah.
and we have an electrician coming over to switch the sump
Yep.
pump to do all that great stuff. And Paul, amazing Paul, moderator,
Yes.
suggested us to get an APC system where if something happens like that, hopefully not again,
Yeah.
but you know, something happens, then our equipment won't be impacted by it. So we will get some time for it. Which is,
that was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's been interesting.
It's but we're good. We're,
Yeah.
we're here enjoying the
we're
moment.
alive and healthy.
Enjoying the moment.
Yes.
But yeah. And Great Pill Podcast. Did you write what your podcast is about? But yeah.
Yeah,
we're-
you're gonna love Ecamm. You're gonna love the Ecamm Live family, the entire community. You're gonna love it all. So welcome again. Welcome again.
Yes.
Been there, done that. Happened to me. Carpet ruin. Yeah.
The same thing here.
Yeah,
It
for sure.
ruined the whole thing.
For sure.
Okay, so here we go. Yeah.
Discussions. Everything's not black and white. There's gray in the middle. My motto is for viewers to hear different perspectives. Nice.
Great. Awesome. Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, life happens and life happens for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure, yeah. So
Absolutely.
definitely investing in that and yeah, and doing the circuits and all that great stuff so
Yep.
that, you know, something happens and
Yep.
we're covered.
Water alarm.
Right, all of that.
Water alarm. And then, you know, now on the wish list, probably not this year, the tankless water heater.
He thought it was the coolest thing
Tankless
that there's
water
a
heater.
tankless water heater.
Yeah. Tankless water heater. So it's on the list. In the
Whatever
down,
works,
down
right?
the road.
Whatever works. But we're here and, you know, Ecamm, you know, it's amazing. You can use the same, when we took the profiles from my computer and we exported them, we had them and we brought it into Fuljens' computer
Yes.
and off we went. So it didn't take us like, get us out of our groove because
Right.
we just were able to export the profile that we
Yes.
already had created and worked on to be able to have it here. So that is
Right.
another powerful feature of
Right.
Ecamm Live.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
with the same sound levels
Yeah.
and some of the playlists that was there. So everything transferred over flawlessly
Yeah.
inside of Ecamm.
Yeah. So it's incredible thing. So yes, everyone. So we will see you next Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for those of you who are celebrating Thanksgiving, and we won't see you, hopefully we can see you on Monday on Ecamm Network News. But if we don't, have an amazing Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. And we wish you a lot of happy belly. happy belly. And a great time with your family. If your family's traveling, coming over, joining you for this great little downtime.
Absolutely.
Wishing you a really good time for Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
And if you see a meaty turkey like we have, like wishing you a meaty turkey.
Get the nice meaty ones from the store. Yes.
If not, there is one in the emoji keyboard you can use.
Or hunt one, whichever way you do it.
Everyone, thank you so much for spending time with us. Hope this to see you practicing. Remember that you can practice in the Ecamm Live community. You can practice up to about 30 minutes. Practice your scene, practice what you learned here. Because remember, it's about making habits. It's about practicing so that you can really get good at what you're doing. And the only thing that you will have to concentrate on, which is the variable in here, is your content and what you're going to be producing. So once you have your run or show, and your run or show goes exactly the same way every single time, with the exception of a couple of days here and there, the only thing that you will have to worry about really is your content, right? And changing those call to actions, those call for comments. But other than that, once you set it up, it's like kind of set it and forget it, right? And then after that, it's just your content that you have to.
Yeah, for sure. And it also helps you with anything. Let's say you get gigs and you have other content you're going to work on. You're always going to be able to know how to, get the proper run of show set up in Ecamm in terms of like your guest setup, your call to actions, all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of what the scenes look like, regardless of what the overlays, the graphics, you have the structure down pack, right? From the setup of your scenes and your overlays to the labeling of everything and how to group everything appropriately, whether it's automated scenes or lower thirds and other graphics. You know how to label and group those things so you could go back and find them, manipulate them, move them around, and so on and so forth to your heart's content.
Yes. Yep, that is right. So if you have any questions, even after, just go into the community, ask the question, practice there. You can also practice in our community, Anna and Fuljens. You can practice there. You can even practice, interviewing, bringing guests in and things like that in the community. Just remember to write your description, what it is that you're doing. Refrain from using any self-promotion. And then you will be able to practice and practice live, right? And get live feedback. Get used to receiving comments and how to place the comments on screen. Because sometimes it happens where you had comments on one show, especially if you do multiple ones, and then the comments are different colors and things like that, and you have to change it when you're live. So practicing that live, but not on your actual show, is going to prepare you for when those situations happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and then also if you don't follow the rules in the Ecamm Live community and you go ahead and doing that self-promotion stuff, this is what's going to happen to you. You end up in mod jail, okay? You're gonna end up in mod jail. So you've been warned. You have been warned.
And these are all the things that you can do inside of Ecamm to make your show really great and engaging. Where was the one where you were trying to break out of jail? Do we still have it? But anyway, we have fun one day. Okay, so
We'll have to find it.
That's it. All right, everyone, practice. Everyone, any questions, please? The community will love to hear from you. We are here to answer your questions, no matter how small they might be or you might think they are. Just write them down. Just ask in the community. We're there for you. Have an amazing weekend.
Yes.
Have a great weekend. And hoping when you go to the supermarket or Boston Market, Victor, you can find what you are looking for. And for those of us who leave it for last minute to shop, hopefully you won't get a lot of lines at the grocery store.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And getting trampled over by the shopping carts because them ladies be wild up in there. They be wild.
Thank you so much, everyone. My name is Anna Heen.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And you are watching Building Blocks. Bye, everybody.
Peace out. Let's use our run of show closing.
Text troublemaker, you're still there. there.
We took it off. All right, let's go.